Tonight, officers with the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department hope their streets a bit safer tonight. They confiscated 60 cars that are suspected to have been involved in organized street racing.
Okay, so here they are, Jamie. It's been a problem across the city for months.
What is going on YouTube, man? I am back with another video, and of course, by the thumbnail and title, you can see CMPD went absolutely crazy this weekend, seizing over 60 plus cars, handing out arrest charges, warrants, letters, all kinds of things, man. So if you missed any of it, man, this is the video to tune into. We're gonna talk all about it. But first things first, man, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, because my content is not gonna stop. Everything 1320 happens here, car mod, car meets, all that good stuff, right? Now, before anything, your boy is not a hooner. I don't, you know, participate in any of those activities. I have a lot of friends that do, man. You know, I don't have anything against it. I just don't care for it, right? I think it's cool, whatever, right? Now, for me, this is my view on it, right? But before I get into it, I'm gonna let some of the news clips play so you can see exactly what's going on. If you're just new to the car world or new to what's going on in the Charlotte community, I'm gonna let these play.
Tonight, officers with the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department hope their streets a bit safer tonight. They confiscated 60 cars that are suspected to have been involved in organized street racing.
Okay, so here they are, Jamie. It's been a problem across the city for months, and the seizure of these cars is the result of a months-long investigation. WBTV's Christy O'Connor has the story.
Burnouts, reckless driving, and organized street racing. It's a growing trend seen across the country and in the Queen City. This is video Charlotte-Mecklenburg police shared of street races happening all over the city.
We would often encounter large groups of vehicles that would gather in different parts of the city. These gatherings would number in the hundreds.
And while it might look like a scene from the Fast and the Furious, no one can control the ending.
People who just absolutely had total disregard for the safety of themselves and for others.
Some of those races ended in crashes. So before anyone gets seriously hurt, police hit the brakes. They charged 54 people with prearranged racing, and that charge authorizes police to seize the cars used in the offense. 60 cars have been confiscated, and there's a chance they won't hit the pavement again.
The defendants and the vehicles will eventually become part of a court case that goes before a judge, and a judge will determine the ultimate outcome of these vehicles. But that could include permanent seizure and selling at auction.
All right, you guys, you saw a few of the news articles that went out. I'm also gonna drop at the end of the video what CMPD actually has on their actual website. Here's how I feel about it, right? For me, where the reckless driving or anything like that comes into play when you're in a secluded area and or an area that has no other drivers, i.e. an industrial parking lot, right? Things of that nature, that is where I question, okay, what is reckless driving, right? Now they may come out and say, well, oh, you're on private property or whatever it may be, who knows, right? But that's where I question that aspect. Then the aggressive driving. To me, I don't understand what aggressive driving means, whether it's changing lanes or whether it's because we have aggressive looking or loud cars. I couldn't even tell you, right? And there's probably like this long statute or list or explanation in their handbooks or whatever you want to call it, right? To each their own, right? Now, this is where the other end is what it is, right? The street racing, right? Street racing happens almost everywhere. And if you see any car YouTuber, anything, guaranteed they have some sort of street racing on their channel, right? And I know a bunch of street racing YouTubers that are out in California, and a few of them actually got their cars impounded, kind of like what's going on here in Charlotte, right? So you definitely have to be careful with that aspect, know what you're doing, and of course, CMPD has been trying to put a stop to all the crazy street racing that's been going on in Charlotte. And now people hear street racing and think, oh, like on the highways, you know, blah blah blah, you know, that, and you know, from racing on back roads and things like that. Again, I have nothing against it. It is what it is, right? People are going to enjoy these cars. That is exactly what they got them for. A lot of people will just say, hey, take it to the drag strip, do this, do that. But some of their cars are not even meant for the drag strip. So for instance, a BMW M6 that I know, and I'll actually put him out there, all right? And what I mean by that is, okay, Q, like I know him. His car, his BMW M6 is not set up to be at the drag strip. It will break. It has an electric differential. It's an all-wheel drive car, and if one wheel gets to spinning before the other, his differential is gone. So you're telling somebody with a $60,000 car with over $40,000 in mods to go to a drag strip where he wants to race and then ruin his car, right? So for me, that's just like a cop-out saying, right? Like I want more than that as an explanation or something of that nature, right? So it comes down to the point of where can they give these kids that all got their cars taken or in trouble or whatever, where can they give them a safe place to enjoy the car, right? If they're going to take it to this level and put this amount of effort into it, 6-8 months, whatever it was, of effort into it, that same effort needs to go for a lot of other things when it comes to quote-unquote policing, in my opinion, right? But that's another video, right? I think, you know, abiding by the law, that's, you know, all that's fine and dandy. But if they're going to have the same effort with the 8-month investigation, give us 1 month of help, right? Tell us, all right, where can we do whatever they want to do, right? Now again, I don't really partake in any of that, right? And I bought this car to use at the drag strip. I bought this car to go fast, right? But with an asterisk beside it, right? But what I want to do is show you guys. I got one too. All right, if you don't know what this is, I will read it here shortly. But this is from CMPD, you guys. CMPD, and you can see, yes, my name is Thomas, you guys. And what's crazy is my license tag is wrong, right? If you know this car, you know what my license tag is. This license tag is not my tag. So it's kind of one of those things. This is where I believe that somebody is hanging out at these car meets, just taking pictures of tags, of Challengers, Chargers, or nice cars in general, and sending these letters off to try to scare people, etc. And now, when I read you this letter, it's kind of confusing in a sense of how they worded it and the consequences per se, right? But let me get stopped right quick. I will read you this letter because it's kind of funny. But like I said, let me get stopped. All right, you guys. Like I said, man, I got one just like about 200 other people, right? I'm gonna go ahead and read it. And it says, over the past several months, the CMPD, Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department, have placed an increased emphasis on investigating violations, but not limited to the following North Carolina general statutes: aggressive driving, reckless driving, and unlawful racing on streets and highways. As a result of these investigations, we have determined that your vehicle has been present at locations when organized aggressive driving, reckless driving, and unlawful racing has taken place. Consequences for the above listed offenses can include citation, fines, court fees, arrest, and seizure of your vehicle. What? All right. So the big thing is, right, my vehicle has been present, all right? It does not say I participated. Why am I getting this letter if I didn't participate? My vehicle could be parked anywhere with whoever, and something could be partaking across the road, and my vehicle is considered present, right? So that's where it's kind of like it lacks a whole lot. And then it says, this letter is to place you on notice that any additional involvement in these activities or being present at locations where these activities are occurring could result in an investigation into you and your vehicle. The CMPD recommends that you immediately cease any illegal activity and follow all the motor vehicle laws as defined by the state of North Carolina. So now they're saying I cease any illegal activity. It said my car was present, never said I did anything, and now saying that I need to cease illegal activity, right? So it's kind of a contradiction in itself. Now, like I said, the tag number is wrong. Now, this tag, and I can read it out because it's not my tag, is FMT 4455. Okay, that has nothing to do with my tag. And it shows a 2020 Dodge Challenger. So first thing I did when I got this, I called my homeboy CLT Hemi, and I was like, all right, if I got one, he definitely got one, because we go everywhere together, right? But that's another story. So I think the big thing is, if you remember, I posted on my IG. So if you guys don't follow me on IG, follow me on IG at Toro_704. I got pulled over at night with my tattoo artist, actually taking rolling photos. We were going 55 and a 60. He pulled us over, and asked us why we were going 55 and a 60. Said we were, I forgot, not following traffic law, or something of that nature. And he was like, you guys need to go to speed limit. And he let us off, right? So what I'm thinking is they're going back in the system and seeing all the Dodge Challengers, Chargers, whatever they got pulled, and pulling them over, right? Because this tag has nothing to do with this car, right? So I don't know. It's one of those things where, does this mean if I show up to a car meet and somebody decides to do burnouts in the street because my car is at a car meet, I get investigated and I get in trouble, right? It's kind of like a PO thing now, right? And that's where it's like, well, wait a minute, am I not allowed to do XYZ because I got to worry about somebody else, not my own actions, right? So this is where this letter to me is not going to hold up any type of weight for anything. But again, not a professional lawyer or anything like that. I just think there's a lot lacking when it comes to this letter, right? And it's a big scare tactic, because again, me, I don't go to the hooning meets. I don't go out to any of these things. And it's crazy. I actually went out to T-Fusion as well, but T-Fusion is starting to become one of those areas where they call the cops as soon as we show up, which is a public lot, but they see a whole bunch of nice cars roll up, and next thing you know, the police are there, right? It's happened twice. It's gotten to the point where I don't even go over there because they're gonna automatically think car meet if I show up. Right now, you guys gotta understand, my car is super noticeable, and I know that, which is part of the reason why I don't go to certain areas. But again, you got people out here that got these letters that don't even go anywhere. A guy named Don Julio, one of my guys, he's got an SRT8 Jeep, does not even go, he's got like 3 kids, does not even go anywhere, got one of these letters. So again, it's somebody out here at these meets taking pictures of these cars, whatever it may be, and saying, oh, well, they have this specific car, they hang out with this specific car group, whatever it may be, and now we're getting guilty by association, which is where another combo comes up, man. But yeah, man, let's get on to another topic, man. CMPD seized 60 cars. Let's talk about it. All right, you guys. So as you can see, CMPD seized 61 cars. Now, there are about half of them that I actually know personally, and a few that I know through car meets, social gatherings, things like that. It's one of those things that it's kind of crazy that they put the amount of effort into this that they have. But hate to say it, man, it's kind of one of those things that I saw it coming, right, for a while. We had a few accidents, but as of late, there hasn't been anything on the highway caused by any type of group of cars like these, right? And I hate to say it, but it's definitely being one of those things that if there's multiple Dodge Chargers or Challengers on the highway, hate to tell you, man, the police are going to be right behind you at some point. That's just what it is. But hold on, my guy Brill is pulling up. Hold on. Yeah, check this thing out, man. Woo! Check this thing out, man. Blue chrome. Y'all see it? Y'all see that, man? That thing is crazy. Crazy. All right, you guys, back to the scheduled program, man. Hopefully you liked his car, man. His car is crazy, but it's not finished yet. But anyway, so back to the impounded cars, right? 61 in one day, I think. One day? Yeah. Wow, that pollen is killing me. 61 in one day, man. That's a lot of cars to get in one day. You know, I don't know everybody who got their car impounded. I don't know the days that people are out there doing certain activities. Like, I have no idea, right? But for the ones that did, you know, I'm sorry. You know, hopefully everything goes as good as it can. I don't know how this is going to go. I think this is like the first time CMPD has ever done anything. But I mean, you're talking about street racing, drag racing, or just racing in general as the culture here in Charlotte. I mean, think about it. We have the NASCAR Hall of Fame. You have everything from the Shuffletown drag strip to ZMAX Dragway, which is one of the best drag strips in the country, right? So outside of that, man, the news clips kind of spoke for themselves. You guys kind of heard about how I felt about the letter. You know, I don't know how to take it yet until I see more of the info come out on what they're actually going to do. You know, I don't know if they're just holding their cars for show, or will people actually lose their cars for good? You know, I don't know. But anyways, man, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Because, you know, I'm down to have a convo in the comments at any point. You know, some people are going to feel as if it kind of deserves them right, and rightfully so if you think that. And some people are going to be like, hey, that's kind of messed up if they're going to put that amount of effort into it. But anyways, man, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And let's catch you on the next one.